Hello everyone, my name is Jessica, and this is the second presentation I'll be doing for revoking of the stream protection rule. This one focuses on the elements of environmental management. So the topic I will be discussing is revoking stream protection rule. Just to go over the topic again, the ruling to revoke the regulation occurred in February 2017. It will allow coal companies to continue mountaintop mining without proper cleanup of mining materials. This regulation was originally created to place stricter regulations on environmental standards that were required to be met by coal companies. And the primary focus was on water contamination, destruction of ecosystems, and the harm to local wildlife. And this photo to the right just shows the actual mining sites where mountains are impacted. So stakeholder groups and the mission statements that might be relevant to this topic are West Virginia Wilderness Coalition, their statements Keeping the Wildlife in Wonderful West Virginia, the second West Virginia River Coalition, Seeking the Conservation and Restoration of West Virginia's Exceptional Rivers and Streams, West Virginia Environmental Council, All Shades of Green, Sierra Club West Virginia Chapter, We Love Clean Water, Fresh Air, and Wild Forests, Greenbrier River Watershed Association, one of the oldest watershed associations in the state, Appalachian Mountain Advocates, a nonprofit law and policy center dedicated to fighting for clean water and a clean energy future, West Virginia Department of Environmental Protection. The department focuses and air and water quality issues that may stem from industrial activities, waste management. The department issues permits for certain activities that may have an impact on the environmental quality in the state and enforces the permits and regulations by the department. A few more. West Virginia Environmental Quality Board, a quasi-judicial board of review responsible for hearing appeals regarding the issuance of denial of permits, permit conditions, or enforcement decisions rendered by the West Virginia Department of Environmental Protection, Division of Water and Waste Management. Office of Environmental Remediation encourages voluntary cleanups of contaminated sites as well as redevelopments of abandoned and underutilized properties in the hopes of counteracting the lack of growth on sites with contamination or perceived contamination. Division of Mining and Reclamation. Activities include issuing and renewing permits of mineral extraction sites and tracking ownership and control of these lands. And then the Rehabilitation Environmental Action Plan combines elements of the Department of Environmental Protection and the Division of Natural Resources into a more effective and streamlined system for the direction of environmental remediation programs. So the vision statement that I came up with was, by 2022, the Appalachian regions of West Virginia will have a plan that will decrease mining waste in streams and waterways by mountaintop mining and meet environmentally safe ecological, wildlife, human health, and aquatic standards. The picture to the left here shows the area in West Virginia where coal mining occurs. And I tried to circle that in red so you guys could see the state itself better. And then the picture to the right is just a picture of the Appalachian region where mountaintop mining happens. So the goals of this plan: overall, to achieve the vision stated on the previous slide, the Appalachian region will have to focus on the following goals. First one, educate and engage businesses, organizations, public agencies, and residents on the environmental impacts of coal mining in the area. Number two, adopt and implement supporting policies that will focus on cleaning up the current waste and preventing it in the future. Number three, support state regulations and adopt policies that require minimized environmental impacts through improved planning and stricter environmental standards. Number four, ensure that facilities and infrastructures are in place to properly manage and recover all materials and clean up maintenance. And number five, work with mining companies to make sure they abide by stricter environmental standards than they have been thus far, and fine these companies if this is not occurring. All right, and these are the references.